You're becoming terrible. You're watching InfoWars. You're learning about giants and Egyptian UFOs.
I'm having a great time. I've never been. That's what the brain. I've never been happy.
Like
with your
universe.
mic. With your mic, you got enough.
Do you believe in the moon landing?
I think I do.
I believe we landed, just not when we say we did.
I believe we landed when we say we did. I believe there's no way cameras were up there. Can you imagine? They just sent a camera crew up with them? No, they didn't.
Were cameras even
I like how
invented
you're
then?
like, oh, they sent a rocket and men to space. Camera? No.
Camera
Not a
crew.
chance. Cameras-
Buzz Aldrin did not know how to work a camera. We barely know how to work a camera, and we do it every week.
That's very true.
Cameras don't work in space. There's no air.
Buzz Aldrin was trying to focus on the little flicky things in case there were any aliens coming after him, tailing him, and he was not worried about a camera.
Do you think it was pre-recorded?
No, because if they would have blown it up, and the footage would have gotten out.
Because wasn't it live?
Oh, maybe
We're
it was
starting hot
pre-recorded.
with the fake moon landing.
Maybe it was pre-recorded. They had to have some good faith, though. They had to really have some faith, otherwise they'd have to burn that tape.
They did burn that tape. This
No.
tastes like fall.
Dude, I told you we're football season, baby.
It is football season.
Like
It's so close to college football. It's so close.
this tastes like this is. I went to Lambeau. I'm freezing my nuts off. You get inside of the bar, and the bartender's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Just give me something. I need to warm up from the inside." And that's this beer.
They hand it to you. You take
That's
the
this
mittens
beer.
off of you, and then they're turned into fingerless gloves, and then you drink your beer.
Door County Cherry Wheat. For those of you freezing from the nuts and from the inside.
Not sponsored.
Yet. Yet.
Or ever.
Yeah, it's right across from Lambeau, this place. Look at it, it says right on the back. Brewed and bottled. Green Bay Brewing Company, Lombardi Ave.
In parentheses, right across from Lambeau.
Well, I don't know what Lambeau is. What is Lambeau's address? Because it's 1001 Lombardi Ave.
I like they
Is
have
this-
just like that little corner or that little like that extra finger Wisconsin has.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
thumb,
just
the thumb of the mitten.
thumb. Yeah.
Lambeau Field. Let's see where it is.
Lambeau Field's
1265 Lombardi Ave.
Okay.
Why would you make yourself 1265? You
I don't think they made it.
what would you want it to be?
Number 1 Lombardi Ave.
Number 1.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, even like the White House, it's like 1600 Pennsylvania Ave.
I'm gonna look that up too.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like not even. Why don't you be like White House Street? You know.
Well, the White House.
When did we become a country again? That should be the year should be
1776.
Yeah, it should be
It is 1600
1776.
Pennsylvania Avenue. Good job.
Yeah.
It should be 1776 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah.
They really dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Or 1700 America Street. You know.
Pennsylvania Avenue in fucking Maryland.
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.
District of Columbia.
We're
Yeah.
all Colombians.
What else do you think we faked?
Oh, orgasms.
I was just gonna say that.
I don't think we're faking
Too
that.
quick. I fake them all the time.
Hold on, let me end that work call real quick.
Oh,
I have faked an orgasm once.
You have?
Yeah. Jen was like, "Did you just fake that?" And I go, "No." She goes, "There's a clear sign if you faked it or not." And you fucking faked it. I was just like so drunk. And I was
I
like,
thought
I'm trying to
I thought
get
it's
it
maybe
over
when your balls pop.
No, that was a for sure. Like, all right, we're gonna like sit down and like not talk for 15 minutes because I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I definitely don't think. What else would we have faked?
The moon landing's a big one. I think Tupac's alive. JFK's alive.
See, you've gone full dad mode. You've
No.
gone so
I don't
far.
believe
into
those.
your dad's
dad.
place,
Yeah,
but
I don't believe those. Although I have been obsessed. I'm trying to get Rachel to watch these. It's a YouTube channel called The Y Files. Dude, you gotta watch it. I think you would like it.
I don't know. What if I just completely change personalities?
Yeah.
Now I'm all just like conspiracy theory out.
It's not
Just doing
necessarily
math.
like just doing math.
Just doing mad like
Conspiracy theories lead to meth. We all know that.
they do. Most people that are on meth think everything's a conspiracy. I don't know what comes first, the chicken or the egg, but I think meth comes most likely before. But if you do it
Oh,
after,
it comes
you're
before
gonna
both those for sure, and after. No, the best part about this channel is like he takes like just people like submit stories like, oh, this is like a famous UFO story or blah blah blah, and he's a very good storyteller. He also has this thing called Hecklefish. It's an animated fish that says things that he can't say, like humans can't say, just for the algorithm purposes. It's great. And then at the end, he basically does his best to debunk all of it. So he'll go down the rabbit hole and he's like, all right, before you guys go too deep, here's where we can call bullshit on a lot of things.
Yep.
But it's kind of fun to hear all like the crazy stories or like the weird encounters people are having or like the theories of like time travel or like giants or secret societies or UFO like crashes, stuff like that.
Yep.
Or Egypt. So if there's ever anything on Egypt and you can tell the story well, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm so in. I think I'm from there.
You're from Egypt?
No. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Those are two different questions.
They are. I think sometimes I believe in it, sometimes I don't.
Okay. Do you think you were always a human, or do you think you could have been like an animal?
Dude.
Could have been like a book.
No, you have to have a soul for
Okay.
reincarnation. You can't be a book.
So we believe in souls.
I mean, I feel like books, they might have a little soul in them. That would depend on the book you read. Depends on the book. Twilight, that has a lot of soul.
A lot of soul.
A lot of soul.
Lot of. I mean, that weird wolf has sex with that young teen.
That wolf was also a teen.
Oh. Well, that was an old man. The vampire was the old one. That's what it is.
It's a really bad 10-second movie right
Oh,
there.
my God.
Werewolf has
fucked
sex
a little
with
teen. This is Little Red Riding Hood.
Teen wolf.
But I love that stuff where it's like he takes like a crazy theory, puts a good spin on it, clearly does a lot of research, tells it very well, and then at the end, you want to believe all of it, and he's like, all right, buckle up. This guy was clinically insane. But it's very good. I recommend.
Wouldn't you go insane, though, if you discovered giants?
Yeah.
If I discovered giants and on meth, you know how hard it is to crack the case and tell everyone that you're right?
Exactly.
You know
There
what
are
I mean?
some wild ones in there. I'm like, okay, like America was the land of the giants at one point and stuff like that.
New York Football Giants.
Yeah, that's why we named them that.
I mean, the Sasquatch one's got to be hard because you go in the wilderness and you probably take mushrooms. Then you see a Sasquatch, you're like, shit, no one's going to believe
this.
me,
Yeah.
You know?
It's because
Well, that's the other
they
problem
think
is
it's
like
the mushrooms part, but it's the fact that Bigfoot was there.
I do believe fact is crazier than fiction, but unless you have, even if you have video evidence, the way we can edit things now, no one believes shit.
Yeah.
You have to see it has to be you and at least 1,000 other people in that area to see it for it to maybe have some semblance of credibility.
Yeah.
Even if 100 other people saw it, they're like, we ain't buying it. We think you guys all colluded for a fun little story, and
That's
it's
a
not
lot
true.
of lot of work.
Yeah, but there's so much controversy over everything.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is like you're not gonna be able to believe anything ever anymore.
No, I mean,
It's hard to do it now.
that's what InfoWars is on.
People believe we're all in the same room for this.
It's true. We're not even friends.
Yeah.
Definitely not in the same room.
Jack's a girl.
Did you guys? I know it's a little bit off topic, but did you guys see that breakdancer in the Olympics?
So funny.
But did you hear the controversy about that?
No.
So what I've gathered in my short time of watching this is that her husband was on the board for one of the chairmen of the breakdancing thing of saying who gets to go to the Olympics.
How do you get on that very specific board?
I don't know, but this is the first year about would have breakdancing.
And the last.
But they needed to get to this like board. You need to have funding behind you, and you had to request funding through this thing. And the person who said yes or no if you got the funding was the lady who was dancing.
It was her, oh, she was the one that got to say yes or no?
She got to say if you got the funding to be in front of these chairmen. So there's so many people like in Australia. I think she's from Australia that are pissed
Because
that
they're good breakdancers.
Yeah, because they're like, this girl made a mockery of what we actually
But
do.
also, she's a national treasure now. Like, everyone loves her.
I
don't think
they-
people love her.
I don't
People
think they
make fun
love
of her.
Yeah,
I
don't
loved
think,
her.
I don't think
It's
you get the thing that they're
incredible.
laughing at her, not with her.
No, they're like, this chick's fucking on glue. Like, that's what it looks like. Those
It
dancers were
does.
so funny. They're like, it was like she just watched like 5 America's Got Talents.
Oh yeah.
And was like, I think I could do that.
I love the videos where they like slowly transform, like the one where she like laid on the ground and did this and that, and it slowly turned into a cat stretching. It's like, this is all this is.
My favorite one is where she starts to go.
Well, I just saw a video where she like just got off the plane and she had like some warm welcome in Australia, and she's like, yeah, I gave the people what I wanted. She started breakdancing like in the airport or whatever. I was like, I think they're there to kill you.
I think she was like, has a degree in like some sort of, like, she teaches dance or something like
She
that.
shouldn't.
Not well.
She-
For those who can't teach, you know.
Yeah.
But there's now a petition to take like her being on the team off or whatever.
Oh, well,
I mean,
that video will last forever.
Forever.
They can do whatever they want. She single-handedly by herself did not get a single point.
Also, whose mom is that? Whose mom is that? Because you're sitting there like, my mom's in the Olympics. Like, for what? Breakdance. You'd be like, Miss Johnson? Really? And you're like, we're not watching this. You're like, no, we're going to watch your mom
We're watching your
breakdance.
mom
And then
breakdance.
she had a stroke during the Olympics. Which
What's
was weird.
worse, having your mom be fucking Lana Rhodes or Raygun from Australia? Raygun, I think, is way worse.
No,
yes.
I'm going to be real. It's not worse.
Yes.
Because you know what? Your mom is now the cool mom forever.
So is this Lana Rhodes.
To everyone but you, though.
If I saw this is also not. If I saw my mom breakdancing, I'd be like that. I'd be like, you're a fucking dipshit. If I
Yeah.
saw her doing that, this is different Jack, different mom. Not real life me.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you had to do what you had to do to get by. I get it. Ray gun.
Put feet on the table.
Already discredited just because you're like different mom. If it was someone else, just like a
Ray
different
gun.
person.
Ray gun made no money. She legitimately only spent money.
Yeah.
She made no money. She went to France on Australia's dime, and then she danced shittily, flew home on Australia's dime, and now she's not breakdancing ever again.
Maybe the breakdancing community didn't have a lot of money in Australia, and they're like, you know what? We're gonna send some, and they're not that good. They're good, but not that good. Like, let's send Raygun or whatever her name is.
Raygun.
I bet
Raygun.
Rachel Raygun. Gun.
Raygun, like what you get at Zombies for
I
Call of Duty,
bet-
like
Yes.
that thing.
That's
So
her
they're
nickname.
like, we're gonna make a mockery out of it. We're gonna make a meme, and now everyone's gonna be like, we need to send help to Australia. So now part of our defense fund is gonna go to Australian breakdancing, so we don't look weak.
No, I think the only thing
We don't care if breakdancing sucks in Australia.
But I don't think Australia is an enemy. I
Australia
think
was
they're an
talking
ally.
mad shit about the swim team, and we
I-
fucked their shit
I
up.
think the big thing is they only saw her name on paper. When they
Ray
saw
Guns.
Raygun,
Yeah.
they're like,
That's
that
yeah.
person has to be good at breakdancing.
They have to be good at it.
You're
That's
not
a good
named
point.
Raygun.
Nothing was funnier though, like their setup for it though. It was like in the round.
Yeah.
And so like there's just like this there's just this legitimately arena, like a boxing ring, and there's people sitting like at like floor level watching
Yeah.
from it. And it was like just surrounded. And they had dance battles and she was like yawning at people. Like they were dancing, she was like yawning. Like big yawning.
She
And then
stayed up
went
last
to
night
that-
practicing her routine.
And she went and she did that shit after like talking shit a little bit. It's so funny. Like no sense of what they actually are capable of.
I did go on stage this weekend and talk about how I would be so good at pole vaulting. Like I would never get disqualified for my penis.
You make imagine if we did select people just off their names though for the Olympics. Like, I think half our basketball team would. Stephen Curry would not make our basketball team if we're going strictly off the names.
Yeah, because you
Anthony
mispronounced
Edwards
his name.
not on the team. LeBron James always going to be on the team.
LeBron
Kevin Durant, not.
James.
Kevin Durant, not.
No. So
Yeah,
who
but
who would
they
be
all-
strictly
but that's not her real name. Her real name is Rachel.
Gun.
Machine Gun?
But
Rachel
no, but
Gunn.
so if we
Rachel
go by
Gunn?
if we go by
Yeah.
nicknames,
Ray Gun.
then I think they would. you
King
know?
James.
King James.
The Brow.
We're not bringing the Brow.
Slim Reaper.
The Brow
We're
sounds
bringing-
like someone you need
Slim
to
Reaper.
register.
I think we're bringing in.
We're bringing
Slim
Slim Reaper. We're not bringing in the Brow. The Brow has to register when he
First
moves.
of all, talk about the brow. It's for those who don't know, it's Anthony Davis, and he has a unibrow. That's the reason his nickname is the Brow.
It's so funny.
But it's been that since college, since high school, since
Shave
college.
the Brow.
Yeah,
No.
he could
But he won't do
easily
it.
fix that.
You know how much money he made from that Ruffle sponsorship because they basically said my
But-
unibrow's
but-
a ruffle?
he got there. You know, he got all the way there.
Yeah.
He could have taken care of it well before.
He's
that.
also AD. They also call him AD.
Yeah.
But the brow is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The brow's pretty cool.
Okay, here's one that
Jokic sucks because the Joker is stupid, and it's a stupid
not
name.
bad.
Why do they call him the Joker?
But he's also not. He's not on the USA team.
Well,
yeah.
Fucking
he's a bronze.
Greek the Freak.
Greek freak. Yeah.
that makes sense. That's a good one.
What about? Have you seen the Noah Lyles stuff? Where
yeah,
he's
yeah.
complaining about there's no shoe for him. He's like, why are we're giving Anthony Edwards his own shoe line, but we're not giving me one. Why can't we see it for me? You're not bringing in any money for us.
I had no idea who you were until
Exactly.
yesterday when you took bronze.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I mean, that's true in some ways, but we do give shoes to a lot of Michael
we do.
Johnson, who was the 400. So back in like the 1996 Olympics, Reebok was the official sponsor for the USA team.
Yeah.
Reebok, but they could wear whatever shoes they want. So Nike went all in on making shoes as crazy as possible for the athletes that was sponsored by them. So they made Michael Johnson, who was at the time rated number 1 in the 100 dash, they made him gold Nikes. Gold, like bright, like you literally watch him running in gold shoes. So then the whole thing afterwards is he literally has his cleats, the gold cleats, hanging around his neck. That's an iconic image. But we did make shoes for them when that was, and then
But they probably didn't sell them.
So 1996.
They did. So then after that you could buy gold Nike things. So like it's all about that. So he probably will get a shoe deal from what he.
Yeah, because he's complained enough.
Well, he's just bringing attention to it because he wants.
and
You know, like
as he
he's
should. Like I
sweetening the
get
pot.
that, but also it's like to not put down like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has definitely generated more revenue for Nike than Noah Lyles has. Like I haven't heard of him. I had no idea who he was until
Also, Anthony Edwards isn't Nike, but
whatever. You get
Adidas.
Adidas. So like he's bringing in more money, which is why he's getting a shoe. He has a
The
more
longevity
popular.
is
Is
there,
a
too.
longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going
You
to
see
hear
him-
about
you see-
Noah Lyles for another 4
Yeah.
years unless he complains for 4 years that he doesn't have a fucking shoe. We're going to see Anthony Edwards in 7 months. Not even. We're going to see him in 2 months.
Yeah.
well, I thought he said that before the thing.
Well, I don't know if it was before or after. But
Either way, I saw the quote, and it's like, yeah, I could see, like, all right, we have an Olympic sprinter getting gold, bronze, whatever. Yeah, we could give him a shoe. But even when you said, like, we made the shoes for, what's his name?
Michael Johnson.
Yeah, it wasn't his. We made a shoe for him, but then there wasn't a Michael Johnson line.
No, it was just
We
gold
just
shoes.
we just had sprinter shoes.
No, well, I mean, like worn by Michael. You know, like
Yeah,
he would
worn.
he would definitely probably. Have
but it
some
wasn't
sort of-
his line.
I mean, they do that a lot with a lot of these shoes. Like they're worn by this guy. I mean, but in basketball, it is understood to have a signature line. Is kind of the thing.
And basketball
know?
shoes. Basketball
Well,
shoes are their own
not,
entity
I mean, not every
as well.
player has like a signature shoe. It's like the
Yeah.
best of the best, or like the ones that are the most marketable. It's
Yeah,
like-
and then they. I mean, there's some that you'd be like, that guy has a signature shoe. Delvin Matthew Delvin
yeah, but that's a fucking
He has-
Australian shoe.
He has
company.
he
Yeah.
has one under Peak, which is insane. You're
Yeah.
like, why?
But then basketball shoes aren't just for basketball. Like you're not getting track shoes and like I'm gonna wear these on Monday
point.
going to work.
That's a good
Right.
point.
So it's the market's a lot more niche for
Yep.
them. So I don't know. I'm just it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit with the amount of complaining I saw from the media. Maybe it not have been him, so I apologize. But
Sorry, Noah.
sorry, no, you're not gonna watch this. But
I thought what you were gonna bring up is that he had COVID.
He did have COVID.
doesn't- that
He came
doesn't-
out with like this big like entrance, which is so funny having an entrance like that for running. And then he got he got bronze.
Because of COVID.
Yeah,
That's
didn't he
a
also
good
bobble-
excuse.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're racing with COVID, are you allowed to race?
Does COVID affect your legs?
Affects your breathing.
Your lungs.
Yeah, but you can hold your breath for 9 seconds. Go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that how you run?
Yeah.
Is that how you run?
Well, yeah.
With
exactly.
You don't
Michael.
breathe?
Could you run and not
Michael.
breathe? Yes.
Stop it.
No.
You're
wanna see you
being
run.
silly.
No, I think COVID is
You're
a great excuse.
You're being
it's a
darn
great
silly.
excuse.
He's a
You're
COVID
being
denier. COVID denier.
It's not
Move out of
real.
your dad's
Typical.
house.
It's not real.
Typical.
You're
Oh.
becoming terrible. You're watching InfoWars. You're learning about giants and Egyptian UFOs.
I'm having a great time. I've never been.
Yeah,
I've never.
That's what the
I've never been
brainwashing
happier.
is done. Yeah.
Did I tell you the COVID golf story? I told you guys that one, right? The
No.
guy I got paired with.
He had COVID?
No, like golf, you just like, by the way, golf outing sold out. Thanks, guys. We go to Morningstar and we get paired with a stranger, and he barely talks to us, and he goes to the first tee, and he goes up, and he's like practicing, he just goes, my wife, she was a nurse. She took the COVID shot. She can't hear anymore, and I can't feel her arms or her feet. I rolled her into bed last night. And then just went to his cart. I was like, what the fuck?
That's wild.
I looked at my dad, and even my dad was like, yeah, that one was a little fucked up.
That was much. That was a little much.
And then he just complained about his wife the entire round.
I don't think it's from the COVID. I think he's doing something to his wife so he can golf.
He's feeding her arsenic.
Because then he didn't play well. He goes, I'm fucking tired. We had a party last night, and my wife can't fucking do anything, so I had to clean up the whole house by myself. And we're like, okay.
She's great at dancing.
And he said that hole 3, hole 7.
But she's a breakdancer for the Australian team.
She could be, or she could be one of those car things where you're just like waving in the wind.
Dude, that's wild. It's funny because a lot of people go golfing and they complain about their wives, but it's funny that he's
just the way
complaining
he started
like that.
It,
He's
yeah.
like, "Yep, rolled her into bed last night."
He got brought up.
Shanks it. It's a breakfast ball.
He wanted to say it too because
playing for Skins or something.
Before we went up, he's like, "So, what are the wives or girlfriends doing?" And we're just, my dad's divorced. He goes, "Nothing," and I'm like, "Mine's in bed, worked night shift. She's a nurse." And then he just went right to he goes, "Yeah, fucking COVID."
That's so funny.
He was like, "I hope one of them's a nurse." I've been dying to get this off my chest.
Also, it's like a 4-year thing. He's just been since it started.
He's like, "I golf 4 times a week." I go, "Maybe your wife just hates you."
Maybe she's just
she
pretending.
Can't hear. She's just pretending not to hear.
It's the booster.
Yeah. Well, do you guys want to play the game?
Sure.
Yeah, let's play the game.
Obviously, from the Olympics ending, there's a lot of records being broke out there. So we're gonna bring back the records one.
All right.
Where
I'm gonna recording. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry.
I knew it's recording because I checked off before we started.
So I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna tell me the percentage or how many or how long or all this stuff.
We're guessing the world record.
The world record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need a buzz in?
Yeah, buzz in, please.
Okay.
Let me get my handy pen out first. All right. David Rush at a TED Talk fit how many candles in his mouth?
Buzz.
Jack.
17.
Incorrect. Cuske, I'm gonna give you Price is Right rules.
Okay. Can I ask a question about the candles?
Yes.
Are they birthday candles or are they candles that like,
I was thinking.
I was thinking like the church candles.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. They're probably skinnier than that. It's 17. So I could go Price Right where I can say 18, but I'm gonna make this fun and I'm gonna say 32.
100 lit candles.
Holy
that is a
shit.
point for Michael Cuske.
If that's just birthday candles, you just.
This is one of those giants I was talking about.
If it's birthday candles, you can fit 100 in your mouth, and you just have someone with a big blowtorch and go, and then it's done.
Would you trust someone with 100? Could be like, "Hey, I got it now. Don't worry."
I also love that it was a TED Talk.
Yeah.
It
It wasn't much of a talk.
Okay, I can do.
A family in Mexico has how much of their bodies covered in hair, in percentage-wise?
Oh.
Buzz.
Jack.
97%.
97?
Buzz, I'm going to say 98.
Michael Cuske is spot on with 98%. It's up to.
If I would have said 71, he would have said 72. So let's stop acting like he's a fucking genius here.
Always this is always a fun one in the Guinness World Records. The longest fingernails of all time are how long?
I've seen this picture.
Yeah,
they're
we've all
like
seen the
down,
picture.
they're curling
They curl up.
over.
But it's flattened out, obviously, when they do the measurement.
Imagine how she types on her phone.
I think it's a he now.
I think it's a he. Yeah,
It's a he now.
I think it's a
okay.
he now.
Yeah, and he looks really normal.
I'm sorry for
outside of
assuming.
his nails.
Yeah. But I was a he type.
Wait, aren't they in like a mitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he he keeps them in like a sack because it's only one hand, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
it's
one
only
hand.
one hand.
Yep.
Wow, we're good. I'm gonna okay.
Michael, I'll let you answer first.
Longer than that.
Yeah, for sure longer than that. How tall is he?
I'm not answering questions right now.
Okay, because that would determine it. Because
It
he was
would.
my height. I'm gonna say they are 4 feet 2 inches.
I'm gonna go 6.5 feet.
6 feet.
Wow.
6 feet long. So I'll give it a Jack on that one.
Well, that's not Price is Right rules, but okay.
I know. I will only.
We'll change it so he feels included.
Oh.
Well, I could have gone 4.3 feet.
All right.
I didn't have much leeway between 97 and 100, so.
Yeah. You
And
could have
if-
gone
if
below.
we're going, how much is it covered? No one gives a shit about a 70% hairy man. That's half this population, okay?
That's all the Italians.
Bibby, a domestic short-haired cat, can balance how many dice on its paw?
Buzz.
Jack.
17.
17 dice. Okay.
26.
It is 10 dice. You really thought Bibby was fucking really doing it.
Well, I thought maybe the paw was down like this, and they're just like, just fucking stand
Don't
still.
move.
Yeah.
No, it's 10 dice from Bibby.
Baby.
Bibby, we could beat that.
All right, another.
What? We don't have any. You have cats.
I got
You're-
2 cats.
Let's start training cats.
Come here, Guinness.
This is always a fun one in the Guinness World Record. What is the furthest distance to squirt milk from your eye socket?
Oh my God, probably.
Wait, where does it go in?
Furthest distance? I think it goes up your. I think you drink it. And scoot up.
Buzz, 27 feet.
27 feet.
I'm going to go 8 feet.
Michael is a lot closer. It's 9 feet 2 inches. That 27 feet is
27 feet is
that's
far.
A long
I know, but
distance.
I was like trying to picture the videos I've seen people do it in my head, and I was like, I feel like if you get enough arc on it, like if you tilt your head back.
That's crazy. The guy with the fingernails could basically measure it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
He's like, oh, you're 1/4 of my fingernails.
All right. How many people crammed onto one 42-foot-long surfboard to break the most people on a surfboard record?
Can I say one thing about records like that bullshit? They just made a giant surfboard and put people on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it was a normal standard surfboard and they had this many people on it, I'm sure it would be sweet. But if you just keep making bigger things and put more people on it,
But I think they have
It's
to surf a wave.
doesn't matter.
Either
It's basically a
way.
fucking boat at that
Yeah,
point.
it's
It's
a
42
boat.
feet. It's a yacht without a motor.
It's a kayak. Also, like, how sturdy is that?
Probably
Because
pretty fucking sturdy.
yeah,
actually,
because like
wide.
there's gonna be like 30 people on this surfboard.
more,
No,
probably.
more than that on a
42.
42 foot. Yeah, it's probably 60, 69.
They had a grill on there. They were at a grill. They were doing parties. They had bag toss.
Yeah.
All
Probably
right.
a helipad for they could drop more people on. I'm gonna go 69 people, Bob.
69 people.
I'm gonna go 102.
66 people.
Wow.
66 people.
Honestly, disappointing for a 42-foot surfboard.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's huge.
How wide is it?
But also, I think if you fall off on the wave, you don't get counted.
Okay, then just go again.
All right. The world's largest pizza is how big?
This one's big. Mr.
In
Beast
area.
did it. Mr. Beast did it. I
It
saw
like
the video.
covered a table, didn't it? It was it's not 100,
I would hope. Covered
but
a
like
table.
a giant, like 100
It was-
inches.
Oh, it was.
more than
Almost, I
that.
think it was almost football field length.
No, it wasn't.
I bet it was.
A football. You think it's 100 yards? You think it's 300?
They brought
feet?
cranes to put the cheese on, Michael. I don't remember the distance, but they brought cranes to put the cheese on.
Is this a Mr. Beast record?
No, it's not. It's actually made in Italy.
Clearly, you didn't watch Mr.
Is
Beast's
this
video.
in metrics?
Mr. Beast did break this record.
It's in feet.
It's in
Feet
feet.
squared, technically, is what I put.
Feet square. Are we going diameter? Or are we going
Feet
radi-
squared is the area of the pizza.
Yeah.
So length and width.
What is this? A circular pizza?
I'm seeing Cuske's brain like process what Jack is saying right now and trying to be like, I'm not gonna do that.
It could be
Because
circular. it
when
could
I
be
order
square.
from Domino's, I want a small, medium, or large, which is usually like 10, 12, or 14.
But diameter is not feet. It's the distance of from one side of the pizza
I know.
to the other. So squared is it at 1/2 pi r squared? I think that's what.
Pi r squared is the surface area of the pizza.
1/2.
Cool.
That's why
So
they call
what
it
are you
No,
asking for?
no, just pi r squared because I think 1/2.
So what are
is
you
medium.
asking for?
The largest area of the pizza.
So within the limits of
Yeah,
the crust,
yeah,
everything
I
in
know.
there.
Okay.
Give me a number.
It's got to be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're in the lead, so I'll let you go first.
I don't know. Football field? You think a football field?
It was Mr. Beast did it, not this Italian fucker. This guy makes probably not that big of a pizza in a bigger oven. Mr. Beast cooked it all outside. It was cool.
I'm gonna give you, whatever the infield of a baseball diamond would be.
Oh, cool.
That one.
What is that?
62.
62 feet squared.
No. 306.
306. Okay.
I'm going to go 275.
Michael is actually closer then. 13,000 feet squared.
Fuck, that's so big. I was right. I should have.
That's definitely an infield.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Do we have a picture of that one?
I do not. I do
Damn,
not
look it
have
up.
one. Yeah. Yeah, you looking it up right now?
Yeah. We actually have this big TV here we can pull it up
I
on.
know.
We could. All right, keep it going.
Well-
While he looks it up.
I do need another beer.
It's fucking big.
I'll get you another beer. You want me to
It's,
get you?
Do you guys know that I hate pickles? Do you want to close the door quick?
You hate pickles.
Yeah, I've been tortured with pickles growing up. They make me throw up. I'm actually starting to eat them on Cuban sandwiches, and I'm starting to get myself back into pickles.
I
Pickles.
love pickles.
But I used to get bullied. My aunts used to rub pickles on my face when I was a baby, and I would like make this nasty face. And then growing up, I hated pickles. My parents thought it was funny.
That's a weird thing for your aunt to do.
They probably just wanted to see me go.
Were you guys gypsies or?
No, we were Irish Catholic. But
I
my
bless
parents
you
would get
in the
so
name
bored.
of Clausen.
I
Grillos.
love that someone out there is like, someone's definitely watching this and be like, gypsies aren't a religion.
It's a way of life.
All right, here we go. We'll keep going. A weird man endeared being covered with how many bees?
Oh, that's
Oh.
Also, who's counting these bees?
Yeah. How tall is the man?
I would guess like 6 foot.
That's not average.
a lot
I'm
of bees.
average, so let's go 5'9" on a good day.
A lot of bees.
I'm gonna say 1,200 bees.
1,200 bees. Okay.
Is that little? I think that's plenty.
I have no idea.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
go
go
12.
higher.
Yeah.
2,000 bees.
637,000 bees.
What? You can't know. At one point, if like if
count those bees? That
Yeah,
guy had
when-
been there for years.
when you also if you're covered in one layer of bees and then bees go on top of the bees, are we counting those bees? But he's not really covered. I guess he's covered by them.
Basically the same thing as the giant fucking surfboard.
Yeah, it's just a
Surfboard.
Surfboard.
Riding on that surfboard.
yeah. Who's because when you see like the videos of people doing the Guinness World Records, they like bring someone there to verify it.
Yeah.
that guy had to have counted the bees, right?
Yeah, who's counting the bees? It's wild.
How do you count bees?
Or do you just take a picture and there's someone just
One.
like 1, 2, 3, 4?
I bet they just
Bee,
released
two.
700,000 bees on this guy.
Oh,
And
like-
they were like, we'll cut out a little off the top.
40,000 looked like they blew away.
Yeah, we'll cut some off the top.
What is the heaviest weight lifted by a tongue? By a tongue.
Oh,
You see those people that lift weights with their tongue?
Ooh.
If they're done eating pussy, they probably looks like a car wreck.
Let's sit in that one.
I'm gonna. Someone does have to sit in that. I'm gonna say. 62 pounds.
62 pounds. Jack?
50.
27 pounds is the
Okay,
heaviest.
We were aggressive
Also-
with that one.
Weirdly, same as a 3-year-old child. Average weight for a 3-year-old child.
That guy's tonguing kids.
Was I hope I hope
That guy's
that
just running around tonguing kids.
was that fact included, or did you go find that on your own?
Oh, man. Ooh. In 2012, a parrot opened how many beers in 1 minute?
This is so fucking stupid. I would say Buzz 36 beers.
36 beers.
And that's probably high, if I'm going to guess.
No, I bet you're like spot on. I'm gonna go 34.
This is now a new thing where we tie.
Is it 35?
It's 35.
Oh.
I'm gonna give each of you a point, I guess.
Good for us. We know our way around some parrots.
Did you
That
see
was
me try
wild.
and mimic what a parrot would do? I was like,
Yeah, it was like, I bet they grab the top with their 3-finger toes.
you
And
think?
then they pop it open with their mouth.
I'd like to know, were they lined up, or did they, like, the parrot opened it and, like, here's another, and just kept going?
I think they probably lined it up and just moved the parrot.
I saw a video of a corgi shooting rubber bands at cans. Do you guys see that?
No.
It literally had rubber bands on the desk, and there was cans. And the corgi would grab the rubber band with its mouth, put the rubber band around its middle finger claw, and then just rifle rubber bands at these cans. And there was 4 cans, 4 rubber bands, 100%. Shooting 100% from the line. It was crazy.
That's wild.
A new Airbud.
Yeah. Mama Cuske would be good at this. What is the longest distance for catching a grape in your mouth?
Just be happy you didn't say the candle one.
Yeah. That's true. I hope I'm gonna send my mom a clip of all these things Judd said, and when she sees him at the outing
That
this
is
year,
taking it out of context.
exactly. Catch for a grape.
Catching a grape in your mouth.
How was the grape tossed?
I do not know that, but I assumed it's launched.
Slingshot, probably.
Yeah, I assume it's launched.
This can is sweet.
Because at some point, if you launch it too hard, that grape's gonna disintegrate in the air. So you got to find the sweet spot of like
Frozen grape.
Frozen. Can you imagine getting like a mile long grape? Just fucking-
Oh, it went through his back of his skull.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say
I think a football field, slightly bigger than a football field, is a safe bet.
475 yards. No,
It's a-
feet.
say-
475 feet. That's what I meant. Yeah.
475 feet. Okay. Please say your answer in feet. That's what I have the answer.
I'll just do 360 feet then.
350 feet.
Oh.
Yeah. Jack
You were
is
close with the football.
slowly coming up.
But I was like, you know what?
Tuesday.
It's a Monday.
All right.
Illuminated. It kind of says Illuminati.
A man from Iran
Naughty.
balanced how many spoons on his body?
A man.
A man.
How
from
many think you
Iran.
can balance on your penis?
I would not be able to support 1 spoon.
Really?
If I
Not
got
even
excited.
At night?
If I got excited, maybe.
A man from Iran?
A man from
A
Iran.
man from Iran. They call him
Sounds-
Spoon Guy.
How
Spoon
many
man.
spoons?
Spoon man
Okay.
from Iran.
This is going to be the B thing again. We're like, a spoon's on a spoon.
Yeah, how do you is he
It's
doing them
like-
all like the
on his
nose
nose.
thing? Or is it like laying flat?
I
like
can put
this?
a spoon on my head. I'm a little upset with
50
this.
spoons.
No, 162.
88 spoons. Jack is closer.
Damn.
88 spoons. I would honestly.
I think we could beat that.
88 spoons?
How
Yeah,
the fuck?
Because if I could just stack a bunch of spoons together, I'd put them on your shoulders.
Oh yeah, and they totally are stable.
Yeah.
Because when I put them in my kitchen drawer, they definitely stay perfectly stacked when I close it.
Maybe if you wouldn't slam it shut every time.
All
I
right.
do it when I'm angry because I'm cleaning.
This is an Illuminati canyon. You see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole.
How high is the highest jump on a pogo stick?
Didn't come out. I'll wait for later. Highest jump on a pogo stick. Give me 17 feet.
21.
11 feet. 3 inches.
Oh, we're way off.
Yeah, you guys are getting
Yeah.
worse at this.
Yeah.
But Jack is...
But I feel like that's all in the pogo stick. Like, you don't get a record for jumping that high in
What
a
the
pogo stick.
fuck is this?
Orange sunshine. Read the fucking can.
A Saison ale brewed with lemon and orange zest.
Move over, little Sebastian. How short is the shortest living horse? Also named Michael.
They call him Big Michael.
Little Sebastian's a Parks and Rec reference, right?
That's correct.
Yep. Did you write that or did the website write that?
I wrote that.
That one I approve of. That
a
was
good one.
pretty good, yeah. There are some I want to hit you for, but
Okay.
They measure horses in hands, so you have to do my hands.
And he's bigger than me?
An average horse.
Are we going height?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Height?
The shortest.
I think I've heard people with normal sized horses say they're 13 hands high.
Oh, okay. So this
Do
one.
not go in hands. I don't have the number in hands.
I'm going to
you in
say
feet?
Yeah, I'm in inches.
3.5 feet. 3.5 feet.
3.5 feet.
Give me 2 feet 3.5 inches.
Jack wins again. It is 22 inches.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
26 inches. 26.
22 inches?
22 inches. 22.36.
That's.
36.
Got to see this.
Are we talking babies?
World's smallest horse.
Be 1 foot 10 inch. Jack wins again.
That's a cat.
Holy
Isn't
shit!
that
It looks
wild?
like
Let me
a
see
pig.
it. Let me see it.
It's a pig in disguise. it's
Oh my God! Yeah.
a pig in disguise.
That looks like a pig's in a blanket got out of the blanket.
Dude, that
It's a
thing.
little mini horse, man.
All right.
All right, Mamma Mia. Here we go again. What is the fastest time to eat one bowl of spaghetti?
How big's the bowl of spaghetti?
A
Right.
bowl size. A bowl size.
These measurements are
Whose bowl?
insane.
Is it an American bowl? Is it an Italian bowl? Is it a Russian bowl?
I would say a bowl. All right, at Olive Garden.
36 seconds.
24 seconds.
Michael gets this one. 26 seconds is the answer. 26.69 seconds.
Of course.
Nice. All right.
For what that guy did after winning that world record.
All right. That's going to hurt. How many wooden toilet seats did the record holder Kevin Shelley break over his head in 1 minute?
Why is this a record? Why is this a record?
But this one seems like one of those ones that you see on like the morning news. That
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
we've set out a million coconuts for him to smash that into.
We found this one hill person that lives in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
There's an ambulance waiting by. Wooden toilet seats. Is there?
Wooden toilet seats.
And then right after, it's like a random mom being like, stay out of the summer heat this summer with frozen popsicles. See, I just put juice and popsicles in.
It freezes
every-
right up. Your kids will love them.
Yeah.
They won't even know the difference.
And now we're having my daughter Amy cover Kelly Clarkson. And she saw that.
Local news. Oh, okay.
How many wooden and how long?
1 minute.
1 minute. I'm gonna say he's probably as fast as the parakeet.
I would say so, but I would say a little bit less because. Yeah.
40.
All right. I will say 36 then.
Add those two numbers together. 46. That's how many you got. 46.
40 and 36.
That's
Do not-
76, Judd.
No, merge with the 4
Yeah,
and the
I
6. All right, shut the
I
fuck.
get it. I get it.
I think that. All right, so hang on.
I think this might be pretty damn close.
Yeah. I think I might have won it with that last
I
one.
think you won it. I was on a tear there, and then
Yeah, you're on
end
a
up-
tear. So I think right now, Jack is up 1.
Really? Okay.
Hang on, because I gave you both a point for one of those.
Yeah.
So let's say this one's for 2. This last one.
All right.
Okay.
Winner takes all.
Shit.
All right. What are we taking?
The loser has to chug their beer.
Guess who's guessing 0?
0.
Right. Sweet Pea, an Australian shepherd, recorded how many steps with a full glass of water on her nose? How many steps? The full glass of water, not spilling a drop.
How old is Sweet Pea?
I do not know.
I think they have to be between 3 and
Does
5.
she have all 4 legs?
Yes.
That's important to know.
It is, because otherwise it'd be in circles, and then we count those steps. It's just circles, and you just keep
I'd say 57 steps.
57.
57 steps.
How many feet is that?
I have any
Sorry.
steps. I
How
have
many
any steps.
How many hands is that?
Yeah, how many-
You don't measure steps in hands. You
57?
measure them in feet.
I have any steps.
Okay. 58.
What a douche.
Do you think it paid off?
Yeah.
It did not. It is 10 steps.
We were really like CP had this one.
Yeah.
What most people
I
would
was like-
expect. They didn't make it that
I'm,
far.
I'm looking at this record and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, gotta be a lot of steps. And they go 10. I was like, what the fuck? Give me a dog right now. Just
We'll get my cats. They'll
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
They'll do it sheer. Just cats are so quick. They're like, hey, they went 45 feet in 2 seconds.
Yeah, and they don't move their head when they're hunting either. They're just like.
I love watching a cat go into like primal mode, even when you're playing with it.
Yeah.
Like it goes into primal mode. I have a wool sock that I will like dangle in front of our youngest cat. And like once he finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing. I thought for the first, like when he first bit into it and he like wouldn't let go, I was like, oh, it's stuck in his mouth. So I was like, Guinness, come here. Like, I gotta get this out of your mouth. And he's like, get the fuck away from me.
I'm killing
and
this
then
thing.
all of a sudden I was like, oh no, he wants to kill this sock. And he's killed this sock no less than 50 times.
That's probably
It's how I get him to leave me alone. I'm like, here's your sock. And he'll go. And then he just like takes it to a corner. And then he takes his back paws and he just beats the shit out of the sock. Rolls on the ground and does like the dog, like whatever thing.
Yeah, the kick.
And I'm like, imagine being like a mouse. Like that thing would be in 4 pieces in a matter of seconds.
And for a price, we can send you that sock.
Speaking of price of socks, someone did offer us $150 for all 3 of ours.
3 of ours. I'm in.
That's all he cares about.
I'm in, baby. We'll send it. Drop a pin.
Drop a pin.
But you got to
Send
comment.
me location.
Yeah. Who dis? Send me a location.
Yeah. I sent a bunch of people stickers that asked for them.
Stickers or socks?
Stickers.
Oh, okay.
Without a return address, and I don't think they've ever gotten them. I probably sent it wrong. I gave them to the the mail place. And
Did you write things down on it?
Where was I supposed to? I thought they were supposed to know where they go.
Can you bring this to Demon Slayer 1776?
This one says Adam on it. Can you get it to Adam, please?
I bet there are people that do that. There have to be some fucking people that do that. They also probably believe in conspiracy theories.
I told you the life hack that is unethical that I have learned, that if you ever need to get a letter somewhere, put your name in the actual address, like in your address in the actual where you want to send it, and then put their address in that, and it will get returned to sender.
Wait, what?
That's you nasty boy. You've done that?
Don't put a stamp on it.
Do you think statute of limitations you're going to be okay?
Like if you don't have a stamp on it, they're not going to put a stamp on there and send it to you. They'll just return to sender.
Yeah, but they got to be smart enough to be like, this is supposed to be in Texas right now. Why? It was already sent. That doesn't make sense. I feel like you can do that in state. You can't do that state. Like if I want to send something to like Minnesota, we could try. Who wants some stickers?
But if like,
you mail fraud.
Yeah, like don't. Yeah, I don't know if
we have it on
federal
camera.
crime.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. When's the last time you did it?
I'm not saying that on camera.
All right. So
Last
at least 10
Thursday.
years ago, I think, is what you need to not get in jail.
I thought it was 27.
27 years
Is
ago?
the statute of limitations for
I
like?
think that's
Or is that murder?
I think that's murder.
Yeah.
Probably. Our government, same thing.
Mail fraud and
murder.
This guy didn't have a stamp.
I could kill him.
You have all these guys in shorts running around delivering mail.
So there's a fun ethical fact for you.
That's fun. I like that fact.
I thought of like, imagine if you had to like send all your like thank yous for your wedding or something like that, just all to you, and I put all their address in there, didn't go by one stamp.
It's like, wow, this guy got a lot of mail.
All in the same envelope.
Someone in the bathroom of our gym, someone turned it in and goes, hey, I found this roll of stamps for postcards. What do I do with it? I go, who has stamps for, who's doing postcards from Wisconsin? And who's got a roll of stamps for it? Someone's like an avid postcard person. Have you ever sent a postcard in your life?
No, but I know it's a thing.
It is a thing. It for sure is.
Yeah, people like do that.
They have like books of postcards.
Why?
Yeah.
And stamps.
Why?
Don't know.
Dude,
I feel
stamps
like
are unreal that people collect them. It's like a real like Great Depression shit.
Yeah, like quarters.
They're really
and all that.
artsy.
I feel like postcards are like the group photo of an outing. Like, hey, we should probably send it and take it because it's nice. I'm never gonna look at this again. Like when you get like if we did something like for the outing, if we got everyone together and we took a giant picture, I'll look at it the day of and maybe post it because it's a lot of people. I will never look at it again. I don't care.
You hear that, Diego? Cuske isn't looking at your shit. How dare you take any photos?
Yeah,
also
Diego,
think
don't
it's
even show.
I think it's weird though that like postcards like for people that are on vacation sending like it to people being like thinking of you while on vacation, but it's like typically you're gone for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
It probably gets there after you get back.
right. That's what I'm saying.
But I mean, you get souvenirs from vacation. You get the the magnet that has the mountain that you
Also,
were by.
Yeah.
Why?
You know?
I don't get the bring a souvenir back from vacation.
It depends on the vacation. If if you went somewhere like really cool, like if I found a sweet coffee mug of something I liked, I probably would get it.
I think it also depends on the souvenir. If I went to Europe and it was like, and I was the kind of person that got souvenirs, like I'm gonna bring you guys back something from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It would not have the name of where I went on it at all. Like no one cares. I don't want a magnet, and I've gotten them from clients. It's not great, but it's like we went to Spain for 2 weeks. I brought you back a magnet that says Spain. It's like I've never been to Spain. I don't need this
Not a
magnet. I don't
magnet.
want this magnet. It doesn't make sense.
Do you have anything that says like Colorado or Denver on it?
No. But I've also been there, so if I do have anything, I would get it. I have the App State hat I'm wearing right now.
Exactly. Let's
I've
turn
been
that around
there-
for the camera.
But
everybody.
I've been there. I've been there, and my girlfriend went there. So that makes sense that I have it because I've gone there. I've got it.
Okay.
But if I've never been there, I don't want something from Spain.
Right.
Unless it's like, hey, I got this like a big food person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got this like super nice olive oil from Italy or something like that. That's a good
Yeah.
souvenir. I don't want a magnet that says, or a postcard that's like, hey, we're on vacation, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the person. Some people like trinkets. That's what they do. That's their thing. They like to memorize.
Don't want
I had a
shit.
buddy. He went to somewhere abroad, and he just brought back absinthe. I mean, there's certain people
That is quite the
that
trinket.
just,
Yeah.
they just love to grab different things, you know.
That's fine.
Some people love desk order.
But I will never get, like, we went to Florida in May, and one of the girls was like, I need to get something for my mom. I go, your mom does not give a shit about getting a shirt that says Sarasota, Florida on it.
Yeah. That's like where it's a little bit different. I remember when we went to Italy, like we brought everyone something back, and it wasn't like it wasn't like anything that said like, oh, like a picture of like the Colosseum, but it was like got my like my grandpa like a hat from like the like Roman like soccer team, or like
Yes.
olive oil holder, or
Yes.
like earrings from like someplace, like, so we got like things like that. But if I would have gotten just like a picture, I did get him a puzzle of one of the things though. But they like to do puzzles because they're old. But like if I would have gotten them like a trinket, I feel like they'd been
Those
like,
are good
This is just gonna sit
souvenirs.
up in the like cupboard.
But I think it's just like the postcard. It's just the thing that says, "Hey, I was thinking about you when I was abroad."
Yeah.
That's all it is. Or I was thinking about you when I was in the Glacier National Park or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I think
it's
it
fine.
just, it's, yeah, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I
It
think,
is a nice little. Hey, I love
Yeah.
you. I had to bring this through customs. You know how many socks I had to stuff this in so it didn't break.
I was in a truck stop and I saw your name. I thought it'd be fun to get you a
well, that's,
keychain
I think
from-
that's where half the gifts are from. It's like, oh shit, we didn't
Didn't get anything.
fucking Jenny anything. Fucking stop at the gas station real quick. We haven't left the state yet. Just get a hat that says "I love New York." And
Yeah,
then there you go.
it's nothing expensive though.
No,
It's-
but back in the Walgreens when I lived in Florida, like we were in Tampa, so like that was like a cheap way for people to go to Orlando to Disney World, and every Walgreens had like a fuckload of Disney merch, and they were all like cheap because it wasn't like actual Disney merch, and so I was like always seeing people like when I'd go in there. People would always be like just like loading up on Disney shirts to bring home to their families and stuff. I was like, this is a pretty smart move, like, because you're not spending $70 a T-shirt at Disney.
Exactly.
Like that's like a smart move. It's like it's still from Florida, still says Disney. You don't have to tell them where you got it.
The dumbest thing. So we used to every spring break we used to be down in Florida for baseball, and we would be in Fort Myers because that's where we had.
Mhm.
But we had one day off on Wednesdays, and we would go to the beach. And our other group, my buddies' college team also was down in Fort Myers, Florida, and they also had Wednesdays off. So we'd meet at the beach, and we would just terrorize the beach, get hammered, talk to a bunch of stupid people, and like they had a booty shaking contest. It was just like wow. Anyways, my favorite thing is all the girls would buy like Fort Myers Beach T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
And that was the thing. And my dumb idiot sense of humor was this was always my going. I'm like, oh my god, you're from Fort Myers Beach? That's crazy. It's just like a sea full of people with Fort Myers Beach. And they're like, no, I'm from like it was like yeah, they would always,
Arkansas.
yeah. They would never get it, but it was just always an in to
They'd be like, no, I'm actually from like
yeah.
It's like I don't care.
Colorado, and you're
Yeah.
like, no, I don't
Yeah,
care. It was
I
like
mean,
from the
yeah,
fact that you
yeah.
all had the same T-shirt on.
Yeah.
It's a very, very dumb joke, but think of like a college kid like, yeah.
So
I'm
that,
also from there. Look at that.
Are we twins? What is going? Should we get a shot? Should we get a shot? Let's go to the
stepbrother.
bar.
So with that being said, if you guys would like to send us stuff from your town,
Dude, yeah.
Jack's address is.
We should just get a PO box.
And we would
Do you
decorate
think we would
the
actually
basement
send?
with it.
What if
No,
we
they
got
want our
anything?
socks. I don't know if they want us.
But I bet people
If you
want to
send
see
us cool stuff, we'll send socks back.
Put it in the comments if you want to send us stuff. We'll get a PO box.
Yeah, and we'll send socks back. You send us something, we'll send socks. We won't tell you who they're from.
Yeah, because they'll know. They'll know.
Yeah.
The stinky ones are for me.
Well, here's the thing. We still have the original
Dude,
socks
yes.
we were supposed to send the first time we were
We should put
In-
that on the
by
fucking
the
wall
way-
with a thumbtack.
in a bag in a storage unit right now.
You guys want those?
I
so
don't know where.
Those are going to be ripe.
They're going to be. I bet you they smell delicious. Just some
don't
people.
eat socks. People don't eat socks.
But there's delicious smells.
Chocolate chip cookies? Yes.
Oh man, I haven't had dinner, so let's not talk about this.
All right, well, let's talk about eating feet.
Rumblies in my tummy.
I think we wrap this up.
Only hands can.
Only hands can satisfy.
We start talking about eating
Only
feet.
piggies can
We're
satisfy.
the piggies.
Biggest market. All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.